Your customers are screaming their pains online every day, and yet you're too busy to listen and thus are losing out on tens of thousands of dollars every single week. What's Gucci YouTube? Tim Merlin here. Today's topic, how to actually understand your ICP and your IDA so you can make money and understand how you need to communicate to these people. And right up front, I've seen so many e-com business owners that now work with us that had these problems of thinking they know how they're selling to versus actually getting to know who they're selling to. And so this is something that we want to break down today. Why is that important? We don't want your traffic, your funnel, and your attention marketing efforts to go unanswered, but rather bring home tons of cash every single week and every single month. Now, we're all clear that traffic, your funnel, and your attention marketing are the three basic components of e-commerce. But in every single of these stages, a certain technique of selling is required. And this is the great game of online sales. Now, controversy to what most people believe is that selling is not the art of talking slick or advertising the right way. It is the art of understanding who you're actually talking to, because the recipient is making the message and the recipient is the one who decides if what you're advertising, selling, is actually interesting to them or not. Now, it can be that you have the best products in the world, but if your ICP does not have his fears, his pains and desires addressed in your ads, in your funnel, and definitely in your retention marketing, then you will lose out on a lot of sales. Now, how to conquer that? As a brand, you need to finally understand your ICP better. What do I mean by that? We need to identify their true beliefs. We need to identify what makes these people tick, what makes these people buy. We don't want just to know the demographics, how old these people are, where they live, what they do for a living. Not interesting. We want to actually know what these people fear, what these people's pains are, what their desires are, what they're looking forward to when they buy into your solution of whatever you're selling. And to do that, there is a very, very easy three-step formula that I want to give you today. First of all, we need to generate raw data with emotional insights, actual emotional insights from real people that have been communicated online. And then we want to funnel all these emotional insights into strategic action points that everyone can use in order to up their game in their traffic, in their funnel, and also in their retention marketing efforts. Understood? Super easy. Let's get started. First of all, important data sourcing. Where do we get raw audience insights from people who are actually interested in buying? Well, as you would have guessed, we get them from real reviews, Amazon reviews, Reddit, which is my personal favorite, and also your own reviews in your shop. Now, this is an Amazon review I found after like 4 minutes of research. Just for this reason, I've picked skincare as a niche today, but it goes really for any niche you can have out there. So also for yours, most definitely even. Let's just listen to the first 3 sentences this person had to say online while ranting of how this product could not actually solve whatever they were looking for. I just wanted to buy a hydrogen collagen mask to slap on my face once a week, and the only reason I bought it is because hyaluronic acid was not listed as an ingredient. My skin is sensitive to this acid and also it dries out, despite many beauty companies claiming that it hydrates. Even with water or moisturizer to lock in, it's still drying on my skin and it causes redness and irritation. These 3 sentences alone are pure conversion rate gold. Why? Because the pains, the fears, and the desire have all been communicated within this single one review. We already know what is this person looking for. It's looking for an easy to use product to slap on once a week. We also know why they bought this specific product, because hyaluronic acid was not listed as an ingredient. We also know about the skin condition this person has and what they're actually looking for. And these are the type of comments, these are the type of reviews that we actually want to filter out. The more the better. Now, where can we find a lot of these reviews at mass? And this is where Reddit comes into play. Reddit is by far the best platform to look for actual raw audience insight. Reddit is where real people come to gain and share real experiences over products, methods, and strategies. And this is why it is pure gold for us. I will show you later on how we do this. Before we go into this, your own reviews. Your own reviews are also one of the biggest gold mines out there. Stop deleting your 1- and 2-star reviews and actually start to listen what these people are telling you. Oh, it is too watery, do not recommend, unstable or rapid oxidization, nice texture but it clogged my pores. Just alone from these headlines, I can give you multiple angles on how to advertise your product. Do not recommend, Unstable or rapid oxidization already tells us that the pain of this customer and the fear is that the skin dries out and it's not moisturizing enough. Nice texture, but it clogged my pores. So this customer has the problem that despite using the product and was hoping for a solution with it, now the pores are clogged, they're maybe too sweaty or whatever might be the problem. These things are perfect because if we can verify that multiple people have the same problems, we know it is a common problem among the industry and among the niche. And this is something that we can advertise directly. How do we do that? Well, first of all, we need to gather a lot of different comments. Now, how did I find all these comments? We will focus on Reddit today because, as said, it's my favorite and I will tell you why exactly now. Subreddits. Subreddits is where millions of people gather to discuss single topics from a single niche. Here it is the r/skincare addiction subreddit with over 2 million members. 2 million people that all talk about skincare routines, products, strategies, methods have gathered here to share genuine information. What you want to look for is product questions, Q&As, stuff like this where people are engaged to share their informations. Now, why did I pick this specific thread right here? Your own thoughts and experiences with collagen supplements despite studies isn't absolutely perfect, because despite studies already means that this person who asked the question here is out for anything but academic studies, any type of advertising. These people are out for actual real reviews from real people. And as you can see, over the past month alone, 51 different people have interacted with the subreddit, producing a whopping amount of new information that we can now utilize and use. How do we do that? Well, first of all, we want to sort this data out, right? We want to go into the pains, the fears, the desires, and of course, the stories that these people have to tell. Those are the true beliefs that every single people wants to have met before they buy a product, especially the stories. And this is something that is overlooked by many. Stories is what actually makes a product sell. We're social animals. We socialize. We trust other people more than we trust brands. So we want to use this, right? Stories, super important. Look out for the stories, because stories is what makes great advertising. No worries, you don't have to skim all these different reviews now by yourself. I've implemented a system that I will tell you shortly. Because what we want to do next is we want to group the data. So out of these 51 comments, we now want to funnel these into the pains, fears, desires, and stories. We want to recognize the patterns and save time. Recognizing the patterns meaning we want to see how many of these comments share the same pains, fears, desires, and stories, right? So we can see where the trends are among them. How do we do that? Very easy. You open up ChatGPT down in the link below and you get to the story builder that I have designed. This story builder will help you find exactly these points. So let's go and just break down Reddit comments on skincare routines. Perfection. Before it goes down, you will get a couple of questions, super easy. So this ChatGPT knows exactly how to target your audience. Let's say our target group are women in the age from 25 to 45, and our niche is skincare, right? Very easy, very straightforward. What we're doing next is we're going to copy and paste all these different comments that we hear, throw them into here. And what ChatGPT will do now is skim all these different comments for exactly these things, the pains, fears, desires, and stories. But this is not all, because we still are very lazy entrepreneurs. We don't want to read through all of that gibberish right here. We wanted to make it easy because we want to recognize the patterns, which now means that after this analyzation phase is over, we're going to write group it in here. Enter. And now it will recognize the patterns of all these different comments. And that works for your Amazon reviews, for your Reddit reviews, your own reviews, wherever you get audience size from. And it will identify the common pains, common fears, and common desires. Let's have a look into it. Fragile nails or hair loss, product inconsistency and difficulty mixing different powders together, negative reactions like allergy, swelling, or itchiness, and side effects like excess hair growth, misinformation or placebo effects masking the real results of the product. So you will get all these different things spit out right here, easy and ready for you to use. Now, for the last part of this demonstration, implementing strategic action. After we've now claimed a lot of different emotional values in there, we want to implement these in your traffic, your funnel, and your retention marketing efforts. Now, how can this look like? This is a German stationery shop that we've been working with for the past months. And what we've identified in here is that one of the biggest problems is that many people actually thought she was importing these goods from China and just reselling them, when in reality, these things and all the products in this shop are actually handmade by her and her team. So this is what we started to do. This is German, but translate to handmade rubber stamps made with affection. Personalized rubber stamps and stationery products crafted with love and affection, made in Germany. And because we could target this direct pain, this direct fear of customers getting cheap stuff from China inside her shop on her very own homepage right at the start, we could increase the conversion rate with this single test by 11%. So this is what I mean by this. Actually knowing who you're talking to has such a big effect on your entire operation and your entire online sales game. Now, of course, if you have trouble gathering raw audience insights and turning them into great offers that actually sell and bring money home, book a call with me in the link below. Until the next time, stay relentless and give it your best. See ya.